Let me see your you've tagged your patients, right?
Yeah.
Pull up a stream. That new filter, that new widget I did. How do you do the time?
Yeah, you want the times?
Go ahead and split it 3 ways vertically at the top.
What do you mean?
That one, but not that one. The one to the left. One more. Technically, you should do one more and then delete it.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Copy and paste that to each one. Well, how many of the patient's tags do you use?
3. Good, medium,
Okay.
bad.
Go into your widget filters and put one of those tags on each.
Patients.
You guys won't be able to hear Chronic on this because I can't figure out why right now. You trade mostly the opens, right?
Yeah. So it's looking like I'm getting a lot more come in later when I'm inpatient because my patience is waning.
Notice when you're most impatient. So what I notice is about 40 minutes in, which would be the third bar, my performance, it looks almost the same.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's pulse checking and getting warmed up through the session is why you see it, the bar rise higher on the third.
Yeah. I think that makes sense.
Notice your impatience tags, especially the red one, is right away.
Yeah.
I think you're not pulse checked in and you're taking trades right off the rip.
Mm-hmm.
You can filter these from number of trades at the top to, you know. So all those trades, those 2 tags are losing you money, period.
Oh, yeah. Whereas this one's almost completely positive.
The bigger spikes are either at the beginning of the session or at the top of the hour. Right now, like I kind of have the same performance. It's the pulse checks.
Yeah.
I think not being warmed up, not having an idea of what to do, you start to take impatient trades right away.
Yeah, I think that's clear. That's
I don't know
clear.
why. Problem is when you come in and trade in the afternoon sessions, it's like it's hard to gauge.
Yeah.
It's not like you're always starting at exactly the same time, so it's harder to get engage with the later bars.
Yeah. And I would imagine that a lot of these are from earlier in the year, like February, when I was trading the close. Like I would come home from work and trade the close, but I realized that was way too much of a strain, like fatigue wise. You know?
Yeah.
It's one thing to trade and then go to work, but it's another thing to go to work and then trade. You know, you're not sharp. So I don't really do that anymore. If I do, I drill. Which, speaking of which, do I have? Okay, I took off sim, so my global filter right now is no sim trades. Because that was fucking the data the other day when we were looking at it. I was getting
Well,
sim trades on there.
I mean, the sim tray, it's still, you're still on a sim account though. What does it matter that you filter it out? Do you think?
Because I have probably 1,000 sim trades that aren't tagged. because sometimes I'll just fuck around and I forget that they're auto importing. So I'll just
Okay.
like I'll drill something, like I'll test like you know how you sometimes drill and you'll test an idea and you'll take 50 trades.
Yeah.
I'll do that all the time on Sim, and I won't tag them, but they auto import. So I just want to make sure I hide that, because if for all of my accounts, I have tagged probably 99% of the trades. Maybe once in a while one slips through, but I like to think that tagging and being consistent about tagging is not a problem for me.
Okay. Let me stop your stream. I'm gonna just start working through this shit. I got all the way to the windows here. I'm just gonna keep working like we were doing, and then I guess you can do that thing. I just wanted to see your time zones because it looked like mine. Oh, and the clarity. I want to, yeah, go ahead and screenshot, but do 2 of them, one with the clear and confused.
Okay.
Let's see. Now the more exciting. It's the MFS. This specific section. The highest is coming from 2. So profit factor 3.79. Why is that? Probably because there's a lot of $1,000 trades in there. $21 trades. Then you have 4 at 76 trades, 2.23. 2.2, it goes up. 0.77 at 3. Affliction's bad. This is your clarities.
Yeah.
Well, you seem to be confused and clear at the same times initially.
Yeah.
Going into the lunch hour, it gets fucking worse for you. All right. Okay, with MFS, let's take a look and see. So any specific setups with a high sample rate that are coming in a lot. It's pretty fractured. Wave against that 11. Looking for seems like nothing really complements. One. Wave against, which that was an interesting stat yesterday. 265 here, but it's a 5 sample rate. This is all going to be low. Check 3 or 2. 12 on the shimmy at a 4 factor, profit factor 4. Wait a second. Three and 5. Profit factor goes down a lot on these lower counts. Check 3. 176 here on the shimmy. Oh, that's wave. 7. Okay, that's at 4-3. So on a 3 factor of support, it actually makes money. The unrealized loss and gain is pretty good. 4.38. 4. Which there should be a lot of these. Most of the entry techniques on this are going to be mids. No shimmy has a 6.3. That's high as fuck. 17 sample rate. Curious. This is all the trades for that. Four. It's a profit factor of 2.23. Favor shimmy has the best profit factor, other than none. The highest sample rate is mid. See, this is where it's getting interesting. It's like, okay, maybe multiple factors of support really does make the difference.
Solves.
Because when I'm just trading these ranges, it's like, well, they're all kind of mixed. 5. Nothing spectacular in the range category would be in here. There's just so many trades taken out of range, so. Five favors against is 3. I don't have a high amount of these trades. $3.28. I'm curious about psychological issues with each one of these 6. So as I go up higher, it's going to definitely go the sample rate. For 21 trades. Oh, that's waves. My bad. Here. 14. It's a 4 trade sample though. 9. It's going to get lower and lower sample size here because I just don't have 7 factors. Looking at the entry techniques. I believe all of these have 1. They have, and they're all relatively low MAE. The problem is, are they breakouts or are they not? I need to know. Like, was the attention breakout? 8. There's only a few 8s. Kind of not worth pursuing these here. We'll look at confliction. There should be a fair share of those. 29 of them. And everything in here is suffering for entry technique. What is the... I want to know... So we'll come off Windows. Let's actually do this. Reorder these. Then I can come in here and filter it a little better. 0. Actually, we'll do confliction first. Followed by 0. One, 2, same down here for psychological. Two. The ratings are really bad on confliction. So basically, I'm taking trades I shouldn't have. My clarity is shit. Not, yeah, there is some patience issues, contentment, but it's just I don't know what the fuck is going on when this condition is present. And it's mostly lack of clarity. Mostly conservative, which is interesting. Coming over to 0, which I've been getting more of those because of the 3-minute time frame is in play. Still bad trades overall. So I'm taking, even on the 1 factor of support, most of them I'm giving them shit ratings. So do these matter because the setup is just shit, or is it something else? And it looks like it's just pure confusion on lower factors. Clear in between, confused. Just no lack of clarity. I need to see more green in the clear on all 4 of these. Okay, that's interesting. Lower MFS. Confliction. 0, 1, 2. MFS. Um, go up to the higher, so we need to go 3, 4, 5, or whatever. So 3, 4. Kind of 6. Beyond 6 doesn't really matter. The sample rate is not high enough. Now I know 3 doesn't perform, and I should have a high rate of samples on that. What is it? Clarity. Fuck, 70 trades here. 29 and 1. How are these? 3's out of 0.77, and then it jumps to 2. And not only does it jump to 2, but it's jumping to 2 on a substantially higher sample rate. Why is 3 floundering? Well, that's 12. 13 trades, so almost half of it is from not a place of clarity. Our rating, lower rating, I should say. 10. How many are there? 30. So a third of them is not from a place of clarity. So the performance is suffering. The conservative is high on all of them, the higher number. Wait a second. Aggressive actually performs. Conservative doesn't. I want to look at those. Threes. This first one's a long. It works on a 3-factor. Works here as well. Short. These are all wins. You have reclaim advantage here. Slightly compressed. This is a short. That reclaim it pulls back on me. Long here. Some of that reclaim is pulling on the trade. Small scalp. These are all going to be tight at this point. I don't know why I'm not putting the exits on here. Some of these are missing. Minus 600. Now we're into the losers. Long. Kind of worked and came back. Long. Reclaim sucked it in. Long. It started a needle down here. I imagine that's why it went below. Entry. That's what I need to pay attention. Is it embedding? Long. Reclaim got me. Short. Downtrend. Long here. It's hard to tell. I mean, I had a reclaim advantage up. Didn't work. Long. Needed to reclaim on it. Short. I mean, it was picking at it. Just didn't work. What date? 11/21. No markings. I don't know. It's hard to tell what goes wrong on that. Half of the screenshots look like, oh well, it's either a reclaim deal, but some of them just look like okay losers. 4 factors of support here we need to look at. It works, man. Well, actually, let's go back to 3 real quick. 3, you're getting a lot of 7 of them are benefiting from the slip entry substantially. Whereas against it suffers. And none as well. That could make the difference. 4. Even the sort of the same results, except for when there's no shimmy, it can perform. But it's all coming down to this. Just gives you the best bang for the buck. Let's see, 5. Actually have performance against. These are more likely to be breakouts potentially. But I don't have a tag for breakouts, so it's hard to tell. 6. Wow, performance is here on mid, but the sample size is really low. But that's 6 factors too. Does that make a difference? It looks like it could. Let's actually do this. I have a general MFS tag somewhere. Here. Which is going to have the highest of sample rates. 4, profit factor 4. Oh, that's the wrong one. 8 here. It's high on 77. Drawdown super fucking low. It's that 77 trades at an 8.94. That's insane. This is going to be like 3 factors and higher, I think. Here. Just more clear across the board. And I'm not losing my patience. Zero on the loss of patience here. These have all been good trades. Let's do this. Let me split this horizontally. Add a note. The MFS, it goes higher the higher the sample size. What's the highest sample size? 4? So let me do a little math. Assuming everything stays the same. Let's look at the zeros right here. So 16. So I want to know that sample size, 76 divided by 16. Because I want to know, like, if everything stays the same and we just bump the sample size up, what would that look like? So 76 divided by 16 is 4.75. Quick. Win rate is 50. Win rate is 76 here, which is interesting. 6985. But again, a lot of these are taken out of confusion. So that kind of, if I'm clear on this, could this start to reverse those? But then again, when there's more multiple factors of support, the win rate just goes up. But I need to know breakouts versus fades. See, on MFS, need breakout versus fade tag. What about our conservative aggressive? We've already looked at that. Uh, hmm. So I'm curious about if we kept trading the same. So 1948.40. If I stayed on the same trajectory, what would all this shit look like? Well, zero factors zero factors would be down. Probably 9 grand. Let's see, you have, this would be down. Let's see. Like, if assuming I stayed on the same trajectory, what would happen? $542. $5.42 times Beat down 1468. Here, assuming the sample size is the same, two factors. $3.6. Be 41 grand. It's really high. $2.5. See, this two factor, why is that two factor performing so fucking good compared to the other shit? I have a feeling that has to do with the higher time frame because I started using the 3-minute. Actually, there's 21 trades there. Let's filter that out. It only goes down to 1.
And I am just for the sake of the conversation that we're talking about, I'm reviewing trades. I'm going over video replays of slip favor breakouts, and this is the first time I've ever noticed this clear of a pattern in my trading. Every single video looks the exact same.
For what?
Flip favor breakouts, which I know sounds contradictory, but it's essentially taking a pullback after a breakout or taking a pullback
And they all look the same?
Yes, and they're performing, man. It's by far my most profitable tag combination.
Do this. Assuming you keep your tags the same, go to settings. Tags, and then create a playbook combo with those.
Okay.
So you would come in and do whatever. Does that make sense?
Yeah, slip favor breakout, easy.
And just make it say A+ so we know. I gotta look at these fucking two factors. What the fuck is going on here? Substantially, the fucking performance is really good. I mean, it just makes like 2 pointers more. It's just making like high tick count. Why though? See, this doesn't have the 3-minute chart in the screenshot. Reclaim. This is a try two. I think these two trades are one after another. $11.19, yeah. Into the reclaim though. Oh, what about that? Same? Almost, yeah. High EV. Long. Oh, that was just a fucking breakout of something. Here. So you're looking at all the photos, huh?
The video recordings, and they all look so similar. Like I can identify it when I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is a slip favor breakout. This is exactly what it looks like, and I can feel it too. Like it like activates that neuron activation when you look at something. You're like, oh, there's $100 bill laying on the floor right here. You know, it's easily identifiable.
So there's a lot of two factors that did good just going simply into the reclaim. The ones that didn't were kind of against. Even though I didn't plot that 4.08 here for the shimmy favor, mid is 4. 254. None.
What I noticed that's happening, and I think this is why the win rate is so fucking high on this setup, is because a lot of the times I'm not holding into the breakout. If I'm trading into what I perceive as a breakout, I'm taking the trade off before it hits that breakout level, which granted is costing me reward, because if it does break out, you know, my reward could be 2 or 3 times what it is, but it's ultra conservative because I'm taking what I know price is going to test that level. Whether or not it breaks out doesn't really matter. I just know that that price is going to act as a magnet, and we're going to go and test it. I don't really give a
But
fuck what it does if it breaks out or not, because breakouts on their face have such a low win rate. You know, I
yeah.
think why this is working is because I'm anticipating a breakout, and I'm trading into that level as a magnet.
Okay, but not actually going for the breakout.
If I do take the breakout, and I might need a tag, I might need a tag before breakout or after breakout. If I'm trading after the breakout, I'm waiting for the shimmy back. It's like a retest, like a breakout retest. You know? So in my mind, either way, it's a win-win. Either I'm getting slip favor into that level, or I'm getting slip favor after that level, and it's going to continue running.
Yeah.
I think there's fucking edge here, man, for sure. The problem is I haven't been tagging breakouts as long as I have slip favor. My slip favor
Yeah.
goes all the way back to fucking last November, but my breakout tag only goes back to like October, you know. So I need more sample size.
Take a look at 4 factor. Where is
I think that might also be why you're so confused when I'll take a specific trade, because there'll be like a 3 or a 4 factor on the chart and I'm trading 1 or 2 points below it, you know? It's
Yeah.
like I'm using that level as a magnet rather than trading that specific level.
Well, I think it'll some of the confusion is just you playing reclaims and fading,
Yeah.
which I see that I need to do more of.
Mhm.
Fuck, I've lost 10 grand here. Again, shimmy on a 4 factor has cost me 10. The fuck?
I might need to specify time frames because I'm noticing a lot of confliction where I'll be playing a breakout on the 30-second, but on the 3-minute it's a mean reversion. You know, like we're mean reverting.
Yeah.
And I don't like that those are conflicting. I might need to filter for time frame on those.
Man, these barely make money compared to how much they lose. Take a look at them. Long, this works. Fake out, shake out. Bigger reclaim going into. Long flip. My entry, this is a short. These just look like straight. Short. Long. Short. Long. 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 This is mean reversion session. This is me not fading like I should. Long. Should have gone in here. It's that mean reversion shit. Mean reversion. Yeah, I'm going for breakouts in these highly mean reverty looking motherfuckers. Is that a short? That one. So I'm not clear on. Long here in that slip area. Okay. So a lot of the wind is coming from no shimmies. I'm curious what those look like on the 4 factors in the playbook. Ultra tight, short. I think low vol. Hold on, real quick. I think when there's no shimmies, hey, can you do a check for me? I want you to see. Actually, go to your master dash real quick. Pull up your window
Um,
or share.
what do you want?
That's your screen. Go to, you know how I have that mastered bullshit you built.
Oh,
The one that has all the numbers, everything. Yeah. Copy and paste. So your technicals, copy and paste that.
okay.
Just you're gonna make 2 of them side by side. On columns, put on profit factor. Hit columns. It's the last one. And on a widget filter, do breakouts on one and then baits on the other, I guess it is. Are those the 2 choices you have?
Breakout mean reversion. I specifically have for delta though, so I have delta pivot or delta breakout. Do you want those? Does the
That's
convergence
trading.
levels?
That's trading what we trade?
Yes.
Okay, then do those 2.
Okay, pivot versus breakout. Sample size isn't great though.
No, it's fucking terrible. Just do your breakouts. I'm just curious about when you do a breakout versus you don't. So whatever those would be.
This is a breakout and this is a mean reversion.
I'm looking at the nuns. Wow, your breakout slip favors are high.
Yeah, dude.
8.94. Fuck. My theory is when there's no slipping, the breakouts work better. But it doesn't seem to be the case here. All right, never mind. You can pull your stream.
I'm probably gonna get running anyways. I got work here soon.
Okay.
But I'm going to. I'm already typing all this up. I've got a doc going. I really want to. I want to focus on what I'm doing right, and try to exemplify that.
Yeah.
And like refine it. Because I think a lot of what we did in 2025 was focus on what I'm doing wrong. Which isn't a bad thing. I've overcome a lot of those bad habits, but for the first time in my trading, I feel like I've found something that I'm doing right.
Yeah.
And, if there's one thing I could take away from this yearly review, it would be to focus on what I'm doing right, and really try to hone that. Because those are huge numbers, man. Fucking, where was it? I do slip favor breakout, 77.8% win rate. Average MFE is 7.7 ticks. Average MAE is 3 ticks.
Yeah.
With a 27 sample size, which isn't great, but that's still a sample size. So if there's something for me to focus on next year, I think that would be fucking it. So I'm gonna focus on that over the weekend and stuff like that. Next week, I gotta go to Florida for a funeral, so I probably won't be on most of the week. But maybe like Thursday, Friday type deal, I'll be on.
Okay.
So I'll work on review until then.
All right.
I'll talk to you later.
See ya.